I, 27F, changed my appearance and my fiancé, 30M, is offish about it. My fiancé, 30M, and I, 27F, have been together for 5 years and he has never really been outwardly observant. I cut off all my hair last month and he never said a word. Anytime I change something about myself physically, if he does notice, he says he liked it better before, no matter what it is. So I recently dyed my hair from a light color to very dark brown, my natural color. And after 3 days he finally looked at me and said, "You dyed your hair," and then walked away. Is this another way of saying he dislikes it? Or am I reading too much into it? Update, I asked, and he is not a fan. I feel like it took him 3 days to notice. Not sure if I would be worried. Ask him what he thinks of it. He doesn't like it, but he does not want to hurt your feelings by saying it. And at the same time, he doesn't want to lie. What flavor of neurodivergence is he working with? I've had so many hair colors and hair lengths throughout my 6-year relationship that my boyfriend doesn't say much about it. He knows it's a cycle and that it'll be completely different again in 34 months. Sometimes I ask his input. Okay, next should I go blue or pink? Quote, it's happened before that he told me he preferred me blonde right after I dyed my hair black. Lol. It's not the end of the world. Hair grows. Don't take it too much at heart. It's normal to have preferences. But those preferences doesn't reflect his general attraction towards you. How and why are you all engaged if you can't even have simple communications? Why are you coming to Reddit what he meant by this comment instead of asking him? This is truly basic relationship communication. And you all are committing to marriage? You should probably ask him. No one here can tell you anything. There's nothing to go off here. It is weird if that's what you want to hear. You've been together 5 years and can't just ask what he thinks? Question mark. Basically, you need more complimente and reassurance, which he frankly isn't giving. Is this relationship otherwise working well? Or is he cold emotionally? If I changed my hair radically and my BF said nothing for days, I'd wonder if he needs an eye check. Or he just doesn't care about me. Not that hair is the most important thing about someone you love. But if he's intentionally not saying anything, or even worse, always saying he liked it better before, it's a little red flaggy. Like in a subtle way playing with your self-esteem by pretending that the things you do are irrelevant. If he doesn't like it, would you prefer him to say that he doesn't like it instead of not commenting at all? Your other comments make it seem like he sorta doesn't care about you. The obvious hair change, and it took him 3 business days to notice, like you could have been an entirely different person and he didn't even care to notice or mention, like, oh fuck, I thought go were someone else. How would we know, lol? Can't you just ask him? He sounds like an ass though. Yay. He's trying to not make waves by adhering to the adage, if you can't say nothing nice, don't say anything at all. But it doesn't really help in this situation. And he doesn't seem like that good an actor. You definitely are not reading too much into it, as this is right on the surface. No advice really. I mean, you can't make him like the changes, and he seems to be respectful of your right to make them, even more so now than when he said he liked how you looked before in earlier changes. Or he's scared to say something. Or apathetic, as his earlier noticings didn't stop you from further changes away from what he did. Like, honestly, I loved my fiancé's long hairs when we met and started dating. A few years later she decided to cut them, dye them, all this stuff. I didn't like any of that. However, I personally learned from previous relationships, it's better not to say anything. She would either get mad, be hurt, get self-conscious, or it's a discussion about, I can do whatever I want. Which is true. But that doesn't mean I have to like it. So I basically said nothing or, oh, a new haircut. And that was it. My comment won't grow her hair back. It won't make her feel better. So what am I supposed to do? What is your fiancé supposed to do? You basically started to change your appearance. Wanting a reaction. But maybe he just liked the way you looked before way better. Where I am from, there is a saying that translates to, if you don't have something nice to say, better stay silent, and I don't think he has a positive outcome if he reacts differently. But tells you he doesn't like it. I mean, it's obvious he doesn't like it. Doesn't mean his behavior is the right way to do. But that's maybe something you can discuss with him. And honestly, a potential marriage only works if communication is on point. So talk about everything you told us here. That you feel like he doesn't even look at you. That's not a little hiccup. That's a huge problem in itself. Dye all your hair, see if he notices. He doesn't like it. It's not that he didn't notice. But if it's something you don't like your partner did, a lot of times you feel better off saying nothing. My wife cut off her hair one time. And I didn't say anything. About a week later, she started grilling me about it. She asked if I even noticed. And I responded, obviously yes. She said that she liked it and she was getting a lot of compliments. I said cool. She asked if I liked it and I said no. She can do whatever she likes with her body. But don't expect me to just like everything you do. He probably dislikes it. Want to know the cool part about being fiancés? Open communication allows you to ask him. It's awesome. Ask him hard. He doesn't like your haircut. You know he doesn't. It's not more complicated than that. Stop daring him to insult you and accept it if this is how you want to look. Is this the relationship you want? That's all it comes down to. Yeah. He isn't yelling or being outwardly abusive. But was this kind of relationship what you envisioned for yourself? A person that doesn't really notice things. And when he does, he only comments if it's something he doesn't like or care for. I'm not gonna say, jump ship now. Single quote. I will tell you that you need to think long and hard about what you truly want out of a relationship. Then you need to talk to your significant other and see if you guys can both come to a understanding and middle ground. Never settle. And never be afraid to ask for what you want in a relationship. Is this another way of saying he dislikes it? Ask him what he thinks of it. Oh my God. How can you call him your fiancé when you can't communicate with him?
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.